All right. We are now going to talk about karst just real quick. Uh, this is a picture of a karst landscape, really just meaning that these really cool formations here, this has just been dissolved away. So I don't know, I didn't look up from the book where this picture was taken from, but it's some kind of soluble rock. Um, and you can just almost just envision, rain falling on it and just kind of dissolving it away. So karst is a generalized term, pretty much just meaning an area where we're going to find sinkholes and caves. Um, and that happens in soluble rock, either evaporites, again, evaporites, think salts, halite, which is table salt, or carbonate rocks, which is limestone. Um, so here we can see the areas where you find evaporitic rocks. Gosh, my Zoom stuff is in the way. Um, and then it splits it down between areas between evaporite and carbonate rock in the different colors. So you can see it's a good portion of the country. And then in Kentucky, definitely very heavy in karst activity. So to get karst, commonly underlined by limestone or gypsum, water dissolves the minerals of the rock and carries the ions off in solution. The solution process forms extensive channels, voids, and even large caverns. And groundwater rates will increase in karst areas because instead of trickling through tiny little itty bitty pore spaces, now it can trickle through entire cave systems with nothing really holding it back. And because of that, pollutants are going to move much faster through areas with karst. So, yay us. So here's just a diagram showing that. This is a whole bunch of geology vocabulary terms. Sinkholes are where the surface has collapsed into an underground um, area from that's been dissolved away. Here's a cave. Here you can see collapsed breccia, where this collapsed sinkhole has the sediment right here just kind of landed in this cave, cave entrance, a disappearing stream. So it's collecting groundwater and then it just kind of sinks down into the ground through this sinkhole here. And then when sinkholes collapse or become very large, you can actually form entire valleys. Um, Great big basins that are really just kind of like one connected sinkhole. Here's a picture of some really large sinkholes in Florida that we can see from satellite image. So this one really stands out. But there's a lot more than that one too. Florida has a lot of limestone and carbonates in it, as well as really like all around the Gulf does. Sinkholes are circular depressions in the ground caused by collapse into an underground cavern formed by solution, like we just talked about. Groundwater may dissolve large volumes of rock, although it does have to be soluble rock, leading to the collapse of the surface. Yeah. The caverns or the caves themselves under the ground can become larger and they can vary in size from very small to huge. It's a rarely isolated phenomenon, um, but yet not, I don't know. I guess depending on where you live, it's not that rare. Like it's not that rare to have sinkholes in like Florida or even in Kentucky, but I guess globally, maybe it's rare. And that was it for karst. We're going to then switch to water quality and quantity.